All right, so in this video, I'm going to go through August income, but net of commissions, and I'm going to show how to extract account activity from Questrade and how to manipulate the spreadsheet to get it in a format that you can read. So if you're in the trading section of Questrade, just click on trading, go to accounts so that you can go get your account activity. And then under reports, you should see account activity after this loads. So reports, account activity. So now I'm looking for trades that were closed in August. They might have been opened in July, but I'm looking for trades that are closed in August because that's my confirmed profit for August. So I'm going to include the date range. I'm going to choose July 1st to August 31st. So I click on the date range, pick July 1st, and then August 31st is already chosen. I give it a second to load, and then I choose the account that I want to extract. If I want to extract everything, I leave it as is. But if I just want to extract the margin account, then I click on the margin account. And then I've got different types of trades. So I can choose what I want to extract: dividends, other fees and rebates, FX conversion, interest, deposits, trades. So really all I want is the trades. So I'm going to remove deposits, remove interest, remove fees and rebates. I'm going to keep other because other will include expired options. I'm going to remove FX conversion and I'm going to remove dividends. So I'm left with trades and other, and then I can export to Excel. So once it's exported, I open it up, enable editing. So then it's just Excel manipulation after that. So it really depends on what you want. So you've got the transaction date over here, but you can see it's not in order of the date. Why is it starting off with August 31st? So it looks like it's giving me the most recent date first, and the last date here is, I guess, July 1st. And then it gives me a time, but I don't really care about the time. So what I could do is I'm going to remove the time. So to remove the time, I'll just write over this column because I don't need it. So I'm just going to do a function called left. Basically, it chooses the amount of characters that I want from a certain cell. So left of this cell, but only the first 10 characters, and close parentheses. So as you can see, it gives me the date only, and it has dropped off the time. So then I'm going to extend the formula. So now it's just giving me the date, and I can confirm it's giving me the date. So now I'm just going to put it in the version of long date just to see if it's giving me the right date. So I want to see Wednesday. So you see, it's not even seeing it as a date, because if I try to change it to long date, it should show me Wednesday or Monday or Tuesday, and it's not showing me that. It doesn't matter. What's important to me is that I'm able to sort it by date. So let's say, so I'm going to remove this. I'm just going to take transaction date, paste it here. So it only considered the first one as a date. The other ones, for some reason, did not consider it as a date. All right, so I noticed the difference between the first one and the other ones were just the dash. This one was a dash, and the other one was a backslash. So I simply here's what I'm going to do. I'm gonna, for example, select the cells. I'm going to click Control F to find and replace. I'm going to replace the dash by a slash. Click Replace All. And as you can see, it changes it to the date that I wanted, the format that I wanted. All right, so if I click long date, there we go. Now it's all long date. I'm gonna highlight everything, make sure it's long date, and then I'm gonna choose everything and change the dash into a /. So it's a little bit annoying, but that's just how it comes out with Questrade. And there you go. So now it's all in long dates. So let's just make sure the dates look normal. August. So August 14, do some spot checks. August 3rd, July 31st, July 31st, July 7th, because sometimes it could be, for example, July 10th, but it'll actually give me October 7th, for example, doing some spot checks to make sure that it's accurate. All right, so the dates are good. I'm going to remove the first column. I don't need it anymore. I guess I can leave action. Symbol, as you can see, symbols all over the place, makes no sense. So I'm going to have to create my own symbol column, which I'm going to take it from description. Now, most of my trades are options, so that's going to be easier. But if I had shares and different types of trades, it would probably be more complicated to sort things out. But for me, it's always the same format. I've got the option, the type of the option, the symbol, the expiry, and the strike. So they're all in the same format. Call, SPY, expiry, strike, 320. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this column here, copy it all, go to a different tab, paste it, and then I'm going to click on data. I'm going to do text to columns. And so basically that's just going to separate it's in one cell right now. I'm going to separate it to different columns. And I'm going to separate it by space, of course, because that's what separates them. Space, click next, finish. And as you can see, the first 4 columns really is what I want. Put, Apple, expiry, and Stripe. That's all I need. So I'm going to go back to my first tab. So symbol, I don't need. So I can just delete it. Description, I don't need it right now. Quantity, I don't really need. Price, I don't need. Gross amount, I don't need. Commissions, it would be nice to look at just for fun. And net amount will be the amount after commission. So really, I just use this column, but I guess I can keep this one if I want to see how much commission I paid. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I've got 5 columns that I've got 5 empty columns. I'm going to remove 1 column and I'm going to come here and take the first 4 columns because that's what I really want. So I'm going to take the first 4 columns and just paste it here. So now I've got the type of the option. I've got the symbol, I've got the expiry, and I've got the strike. And as you can see, the numbers here, they're not in number format. So I simply just have to highlight them and then convert them to numbers so that they're considered numbers. Because right now they're not considered numbers. I can't even add them up. So at the bottom here, usually you would see sum or an average, but there's nothing right now. But if I convert it to number this way here, then as you can see, I've got a sum. It shows up here. So I had the currency, the account number, and other details here. If you don't need it, just remove it. So I zoomed in just so that it looks nicer or clearer. So now I've got all the information, all the columns that I need, but now it's a matter of combining them and sorting them. So there's really 2 ways. I could do a pivot table or I could do it manually. So I'm going to do it manually first. So I'm going to add a filter to the columns. Go to data, click filter. Now I want to sort it. So I'm going to highlight everything. I'm going to go to home, click on sort, custom sort. So the first filter I want to sort it by is symbol. And then I'm going to add a level. So after you sort by symbol, I want you to sort by transaction date. And after you sorted by transaction date, I want you to sort by expiry. And then after you've sorted by expiry, I want you to sort by strike. Click OK. So now, as you can see, it's giving me all my Apple trades, and then it's giving me all my Amazon, then all my Activision, then all my Baba trades. So now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go through them and see which ones are part of July and which ones are part of August. So if I look at Apple here, I can see this one was open July 31st, 350, 355, 350, 355. So this I can tell right away is part of July because it was closed in July. So I'm going to remove it. It was closed July 31st. So it almost made it to August. So this was started in August and closed in August. I'm going to keep it. This is August. So the rest on Apple is all August. And then I've got July here for Amazon. July 31st, July 31st. So this one is part of July, so I'm going to remove it. I've got Activision here, part of August. I'm going to leave it. Baba, August 31st. So this was an opening trade on Baba, but the closing trade was September 1st, was today actually. So it's not going to show. So I'm going to remove it since it hasn't been closed yet. This is August 3rd to August 4th, so it's okay. CRM, same thing. It was open August 31st, but I closed it September 1st, so can't include it in August, so I'm going to remove it. Docu, same thing, open August 28th, but it was closed today, so it's not part of it. So I'm going to remove it. July 30th to July 31st for EA, so that's part of July. Going to remove it. Etsy, August 4th, August 5th, yeah, that's fine. Facebook, July 30th to July 31st, so that I'll remove because it's part of July. FedEx, July 1st, Wednesday, July 1st. So it looks like this is buying back a put, so this is part of July. And then August 31st. So this was opened yesterday, but I closed it today, so it's not part of August. I'll close it. I'll remove it, sorry. Fastly, yeah, sadly, this is a losing trade. So this is part of August, okay. This one also is part of August. Google was part of August because I closed it in August, although I opened it in July. Lululemon, also part of August because I closed it actually the same day. LVGO, another losing trade, part of August. Netflix, I've got July 16, July 20th. So this is part of July. I'll remove it. But the rest here is part of August. Nvidia is also part of August. So I'll leave it. Roku is also part of August, so I'll leave it. Silver is part of August, I'll leave it. Spotify, some are part of July. A lot are part of July. Okay, so this is a 350 call. So you can see based on the expiry, it helps me recognize if it's the same trade or not. So this has July 31st expiry. So these are all July, the rest is August. Okay, perfect. I'm basically looking at the dates and the expiries to see if they're part of the expiries. I look at the expiries to see if they're part of the same trade, and then the date to see when it was closed. If it was closed in July, so I'm going to remove it. The rest here opened in August and then closed in August as well. So Spotify, August, and then I've got some SPYs, of course. SPY, I'm going to have a lot of SPY here. So I'm going to remove everything that's August. So I'm going to be removing a lot for SPY because I do a lot of SPY. So the July 30th was open July 30th with an August 5th expiry, but I closed it July 31st. So this one's August. And then the first one that's SPY, that's part of August, is the one that's open July 31st. But I close it Monday, August 3rd, because it has an August 7th expiry. So all this is going to be August. Now let's see what comes after SPY. So Square is August as well. Man, these are a lot of trades, more than I thought. All right, STMP or stamps.com is also August. TWO is also August. TWLO is also August. Uber is August. Alta is August, 26th to 31st. VMW is August as well. Wayfair is August. Workday is August. And ZM is, I opened in August, but it's still not closed. But it's going to it should expire worthless. But it's going to expire worthless in September, so I guess I'll remove it. But this was a good trade, actually. This is a $100 profit. So I guess I'll remove it. All right, so now I know that I'm only left with August trades. So let's go see what's my total in commissions. How much did I spend in total commissions just in my margin account for August? So this is going to be a sad amount. Actually, not bad. $528. Usually it's a bit more. So it's $528 in commissions only just in my margin account for the month of August. And this column here should be my net profit for the month of August if I really made sure to include everything that's August and remove things from July. So I've got a net profit of $1,638. So that's my net profit for the month of August after commissions. But let's say Questrade was commission free, then I would add 500 to 600. I'd have a $2,100 profit for the month of August, and that's US. Obviously, US dollar is dropping now, but it used to be almost 1.45 in March. Now it's almost 1.3, so that sucks, but still not bad, I guess. Yeah, so this is how I would manipulate the spreadsheet in order to get my net profit for a particular month, for a particular period. Now, if we look at the trades, if that's something that interests you, so you can see this one here is a put spread on Apple. I opened August 11th, closed August 12th, and that gave me a net profit of $34. So what I could do is sum it up over here. So I could do sum for the first 4 lines because they're together, and just maybe just wrap it and then merge it, and just to make it look just so that it's easier to see that it's part of it. And I guess I could put it in green. I can make the number bigger. I guess that's big enough. So this put spread on Apple, $34. This here looks like it's a naked call on Apple, opened August 24th, and I closed it the same day. So I collected $107 to open the trade, and then I paid $50 to close it. So my net profit was $57, but this one would have expired worthless if I held onto it till the expiry of August 28th. Would have made $107 profit instead. So sometimes buying back really eats up your profits, but whatever. I'm always afraid that what if this happens, or what if the worst case scenario happens. So when I see a decent return on profit or a decent return on capital, I like to take it. So this here, I'm going to add them up together, and it's going to be, so this is a $57 profit on Apple. This here's an Apple put spread. I opened August 28th with the September 4th expiry, and I closed it August 31st. But as you can see, it was before the split. So I opened it on Friday before the split, and then on Monday when it got split, the strikes changed. They got divided by 4. So I had really weird strikes, 118.75. The 475 became 118.75. And the 470 became 117.5. Plus, instead of I only had 1 contract. Instead, I had 4 contracts over here. Regardless, it's still the same thing. It's just more commissions. So initially, I opened it for $83, and then I closed it for This is a little confusing. I closed it for a net profit of $40 after commissions. So as expected, and I don't know what these extra lines here, but it looks like it's just the adjustment, or I guess the old strikes expired worthless, and then I've got new strikes. So I guess these are just lines to convert the old strikes to the new strikes. But regardless, my profit on that put spread was $40 net profit. So I'm gonna sum it up over here. And then Activision must have been an earnings trade. All right, so Activision, it was a put spread, opened August 4th, closed August 5th with the August 21st expiry. So opened it for $73, closed it for $40. So net profit is $33. That's annoying. I'm starting to prefer to let the trade expire worthless because these commissions are annoying. All right, so that's $33. CHGG, whatever that is, was definitely an earnings trade. Total profit on this one, or net profit, was $37. So $37 after commission. So just a regular put spread, it was an earnings trade. And then Etsy looks like so Etsy was a put spread. So this one doesn't look carefully sorted. It should have been sorted by expiry date first. Why is August 7th all the way here? So I'm gonna cut this and then put it over here. Cut this and put it over here. All right, so Etsy was a naked call. I sold a naked call on Etsy at the 180 strike, collected $120, and then I let it expire worthless from August 5th to August 10th. Really, that on Monday the line for expired shows up, but it actually expired on Friday after close. So I get to keep the full $120, so that's a good one here. That's a good trade. Didn't have to pay commissions for nothing, but that was definitely an earnings trade. And then this was an Etsy put spread. Opened August 4th, closed August 5th. And as you can see, gave me a net profit of $27. So that was kind of weak after commissions. I guess I closed it too early. Fastly was an earnings trade that went bad. I opened August 4th. Then I sold a call spread to adjust. And then I brought the call spread closer at August 11th. And then I think I closed the whole trade August 20th. It had an expiry of August 21st. So how much did I lose or how much did I make? I'm pretty sure I lost on this. I lost $186 combined. So that's annoying. But I had gone to an August 20. I had 3 weeks expiry. If I had taken the same week expiry, this trade would have been a winner. The fact that I held on to it too long gave time for the trade to fail. And then I had to make adjustments. And then I ended up losing on the trade. So this one, I'm going to put it in red, sadly. So Google was an earnings trade, but I think it was slightly profitable, very small profit. So I'm just going to take the formula here and paste it here because it's 4 lines. So yeah, it was a $21 net profit after commission, so not worth the stress. Lululemon, I guess I need to learn to go to expiry more often so I don't have to pay back, so I could save on commissions. All right, Lulu, same thing, 4 lines, $27 net profit. LVGO was a complete mess. Let's see how much I lost on that one. So sum of all these lines here. So lost $255 on LVGO. All right, and then Netflix was is that a naked call? Oh yeah, Netflix. I could have made $180. I could have made $160. Could have made $160 on Netflix. I ended up losing about maybe $20. We'll see right now. So Netflix was 2 different call spreads that I opened when Netflix ran up last week, but I panicked and closed it when I felt like I had the chance to close it for a small loss. But if I had done nothing, they would have both expired worthless, and I would have made full profit. So regardless, it ended up being a loss. So Netflix, let's sum it up. Netflix with commissions was a $40 loss. Nvidia now. So Nvidia was 2 naked calls. Okay, that's pretty good. That was a good trade actually. But right now I'm afraid of naked calls after seeing CRM and Zoom. All right, so 2 naked calls on Nvidia, one at 600 and then the other one at 615 strike. So collected a total of $298. And I let them expire worthless. I didn't buy them back to close the trade. So that's a total profit of about $298. So that was a good trade. And then I've got a put spread on Nvidia that I opened August 31st, but also closed August 31st. So that gave me a profit of, let's see how much net profit. Net profit of $38. So they are small amounts because buying them back ends up taking a lot of the profit, especially that I'm only doing 1 contract, so the commissions are a lot or represent a lot compared to the profits. But I mean, they do add up. I mean, still for the month of August, Not a big amount, but I mean an extra $1,600 US net profit, even after paying all these commissions, is not a bad idea. It could be better for sure, but still not a bad idea. So this is a naked put actually. I should remove that because it's not closed yet, so I'm going to remove it. Roku, I had a put spread on Roku, and then I had a naked call and a naked call. And once again, they're not sorted correctly, so I'm just going to remove it and put it with the other call here. Insert cut cells. All right, so this here was a put spread, $27 net profit. And then this here was a naked call that I let expire worthless. So this is a good trade, $91 profit. So I made more profit from one naked call than a put spread, just because I let it expire worthless. Silver was a naked put that I opened August 7th and then closed August 10th. So collected $96, then closed it for $38. So this one ended up giving me a $57 net profit. Spotify, 230, 235. I think this was a put spread, if I remember. I don't even remember doing this. Collected $88. So where's the other side of the put spread? Okay, it's over here. $60. Wow, I really don't remember this trade. All right, so August 21st, August 21st. So first of all, they're not, once again, the call is not sorted correctly. So I'm gonna just remove the cells. All right, perfect. So now they're all together. All right, so the put spread on the SPY gave me a $28 profit. And then the naked call, I did a naked call on Spotify at 310 strike. And that gave me a profit of $93. For some reason, I don't remember these trades at all. All right, so that's a good trade actually. I don't even remember it. 310, August 11th to August 17. Anyways, it's there, so it's real. All right, now we come to my SPY put spreads. They are many. They are small profits, but they are many and they add up. So they should be in groups of 4 lines because I open and I close. I open and I close. So I don't know why it's not sorted by expiry unless I decided to sort by date instead of expiry. Let's go look at the custom sort. Yeah, I chose transaction date before the expiry. Okay, so I'm going to move this up. I want to sort by expiry first. So I'm going to move it up. So it's going to sort by symbol and then sort by expiry and then sort by transaction date and then strike. So I'm going to click OK. So it's sorted things out. All right, so now it's sorted by expiry and then by transaction date. Okay. All right, so let's copy the formula here and just basically apply it to every different expiry date. So August 24th, 21st is right here, 24th is here, so paste, and then the 26th is over here, and then the 28th is over here, 31st is over here, September 2nd is over here, September 4th is over here, September 8th is still open, so that means it's not part of August because it's not closed yet. So I'm going to remove it. Square, let's copy the formula. So Square was closed, I believe. Yeah, it's a put spread. So Square was closed, so add it up. Stamp was also closed, so I can add it up. TTWO was also closed. TWLO, so it was actually a put spread with a call spread, but the net combination was a $61 profit. So TWLO was still profitable. And then Uber was a naked put that I lost $2 on. So I'm just going to remove it. Not worth calculating. Alta was a put spread, $81 profit. Yeah, I let it expire worthless. Yes, that was a good one. Because it was done, I think, August 26th and it was August 31st expiry. It had earnings and then Alta jumped after earnings. So it was very far from my short strike. So I didn't feel the need to buy it back. So I let it expire worthless, so 0. So I get to keep the upfront credit. So that was an $81 profit. VWM, same thing, was an earnings trade at the same time as Alta. Wayfair, I believe, was an earnings trade as well, $36 net profit. Workday was an earnings trade that I also let expire worthless, $73 net profit. All right, so perfect. So yeah, you could see that I have a lot of winners. My only losers were Fastly, FSLY, LVGO, a call credit spread on Netflix. And was there something else? No, that was it. All right, so if I add up the totals again, it's only $14.36 USD net profit. That's probably because I removed my SPY put spread that wasn't closed yet. So without that SPY put spread that isn't closed yet, it's a net profit for August of $14.36. So could be much better, but can't complain because it's net profit. It's still a profit. Does it sound like I'm trying to make myself feel better? Alright, so this was how I manipulate the spreadsheet. I'm sure there's faster ways, but this is just the way I do it and I wanted to share it with you. So if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. And like always, if you can open an account with Questrade to trade on the stock market, use my referral link below to get $50 in free trades. Also check out the other links in the description below. And if you enjoyed this video, click the like button, share with a friend, and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.